ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम। जय जय राम। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। ॐ श्री हनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनम्। ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्री तुलसीदासाय नमः। Hari Om, a very warm welcome. Very beautifully, the preparation for the departure of the Ayodhya Vasis are being done. Ramchandraji came to the palace. Mata Sunayana very beautifully in the Sorta, what we saw in the previous class, she said, Tuma paripurana kama, jnana siromani, bhava priya. What a beautiful statements. Jana juga gahaka Rama. Hey Ram, you are already fulfilled. There is actually no desires in you. All desires are fulfilled. In another words, you have no desire, meaning you are that Supreme who are everything, or rather who is everything. Therefore, Jnana Shiromani, you are the crest jewel of all the wise people in this world. Bhava Priya, at the same time, you are full of love, and the people also are attracted because of the love they have for you. Unconditional love. Janaguna Gahaka Rama, you only see good points in everybody. You see only the good character in everybody. You have nothing to do with all the wrong deeds or wrong thoughts or whatsoever. You have nothing to do. You eradicate all the weaknesses and everything. Dosha, Dalana and Karunayatana. You are an abode of compassion. And then, now, we will see what happens in the 337th Chaupai. Asa kahirahi charan gahirani prema pankajanugira samani suni sanehasani barabani bahubidhiram sasu sanamani Ram bida magat karjori Kinha pranamu bahori bahori Pai asisa bahuri sirunai Bhai nathahita chale raghurai Manju madhura murati ura ani Bhai saneha sithila sabarani Puni dhira judhari हुअरि हंकारी बार बार भेट ही महतारी पहुँचा बही पिरी मिलही बहोरी बड़ी परस्पर प्रीति न थोरी पुनि पुनि मिलत सखी न बिलगाई बाल बच्छ जिमि धेनु लवाई प्रेम बिबस नर नारी सब सखिन सहित रनिवासु मानहु कीन्हि विदेह पुर करुणा बिरह निवासु सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. You know, physical attraction never lasts. Why? Because it is for a person, for a purpose which again doesn't last long. Intellectual attraction also does not last long. Why? Because the moment intellectually you have understood something, then the crave for understanding is no more there. Therefore, the attraction intellectually also may be a longer period than the physical attraction. But however, intellectual attraction also ends after some time. But the love, which is an emotional attraction. Now please be very clear. When I say emotional attraction, it is definitely not sentimental attraction. Sentimentalism is a slave to the mind. Whereas emotions are the very nature of human being. Why only human being? We see actually more even in animals. Today's pets love more sincerely than human beings to human being. Sad, is it not? We see here so much of love coming out, and it is everlasting love. And what to talk of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji? Think. Asa kahirahi charan gahirani. So saying, Sunayana Rani, she submitted herself at the feet of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji. Prema Pankhajanugira Samani. What a beautiful example, anecdote. Tulsi says, it is like the leg which has got stuck in muck, mud. There is a slush of mud, muck of mud. When you keep walking in one speed and suddenly put your leg into that muck, now the muck is such that you can't lift the leg so easily. Like while we are walking, normal walking also, we keep walking, left, right, left, right, left. Suddenly if the leg goes into the muck, the left leg would again will be put forward, but the right leg which has got caught into the muck, it will be very difficult to lift. In a manner of saying, Tulsidas says, similarly, the love which the people had, the Ranis had, the King Janaka had, was as though stuck in a muck. And what is that muck here? Actually, it is Bhagavan Ramchandraji. No, don't wrongly conclude. It's an example to communicate one particular idea. You must stick only to that example. Don't unnecessarily start becoming over intellectual and conclude wrongly. What is the idea here? Anybody who falls in love with Ramchandraji actually does not fall in love, they rise in love. And when they start loving Ramchandraji, it is very difficult for them to release themselves out of that beautiful love of Ramchandraji. From that standpoint, her speech stopped. That love towards Ramchandraji was so much that her mind, her heart, everything got stuck there. Suni saneha sani barabani. On hearing all what Devi Sunayana said, which was filled with, unconditional love, affection and emotions, Bahubidhi Ram Sasu Sanamani. Ramchandraji in very many ways honored, praised Devi Sunayana, and not just because they have to praise. Very many people, when they want to get their work done, they give unnecessary praises just for the sake of one activity to be done and then go out and speak wrongly also. It is not like that. Ramchandraji honored mother-in-law very, very beautifully. From the heart of hearts, genuinely, he honored her, and Rama bidama gata karajori kinhi pranamu bahori bahori. Again and again, bahori bahori kinu pranamu. He again and again offered himself, did namaskara to his mother-in-law, Devi Sunayana, and he said, now I seek your permission because all are waiting. Therefore, hey Mata, please give me permission so that we will leave. Pahi asisa bahuri sirunai bhai na sahita chale raghurai. Receiving her blessings, Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji bowed again for the last time and then turned back, and along with his brothers, he started moving towards Janaka Maharaj ji and then all those people who were waiting. Manju madhura murati ura ani bhai saneha sithila sabarani. All the sabarani, all of them, many wives were there, of course we know, we have mentioned it, and all of them kept Ramchandraji and filled their heart with the thoughts of Ramchandraji and the beautiful form of Ramchandraji. They filled their heart, and then all of them gave permission for Ramchandraji to move, but filled with or overcome with lot of emotions. Puni dheeraju dhari kuvari hankari, bara bara bhetahi mahatari. Again, as usual, mother is mother. See, when Tulsidasi talks about it again and again, one should not jump to the why is he talking again and again? People like us who don't have the feelings of a mother will make such statements. But a mother is eternally a mother. And that motherly feeling can never ever die. Therefore, again and again, all the mothers, they hug the daughters of Mithila Nagari and then Pahunchavahi phiri milahi bahori badhi paraspara priti nathori. They all started escorting the daughters and of course Ramchandraji and the brothers, all of them to a certain distant particular distant. Puni puni milata sakhina bilagai bala bachcha jimi dhenu lavai. While again and again, whenever, every other moment they want to be with their daughters who are going to part now, and every time they held their hands, they hugged them, they embraced them, shedding lot of tears of separation. Bala bachcha jimi dhenu lavai. Just as the cow will always want the calf nearby. It will go on turning behind and licking the calf's back or the body of the cow, and all the time wants to be with the calf. That is the love it has for the calf. Similarly, the mother has a love for the daughter. Prema bibasana renari sabha sakhina sahitara nivasu. Naranari sabha, all men and women, and all of them are filled with so much of emotions, and all the women also who were there in that ladies' wing, all of them manahu kinha bideha pura karuna birahi nivasu. Then all of them also probably held Sitaji, Urmilaji, all of them, all the four of them, they held their hands, and then they have to take them where now they have to go to the next place where they have to go. Now they have taken permission and parting whatever thoughts they have. Continuing, Sukha sarika janaki jaye kanaka pinjarani rakhi padhaye व्याकुल कहीं कहाँ बै देही सुनि धीरजु परिहरई न केही भये बिकल खग मृग एहि भांति मनुज दशा कैसे कहीं जाती बंधु समेत जनकु तब आये प्रेम उमगि लोचन जल छाये सिय बिलो की धीरता भागी रहे कहावत परम बिरागी लीन्ही राय उरलाई जानकी मिटी महामर जाद ज्ञान की समुझावत सब सचिव सयानी कीन्ह विचारन अवसर जाने बारही बार सुताउर लाई सजी सुंदर पालकी मगाई प्रेम विवश परिवारु सबु जानी सुलगन नरेश कुंवर चढ़ाई पालकिन सुमिरि सिद्धि गणेश सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरु नाथ महाराज की जय. sometimes the emotions overpower so much. Huh? It is so difficult. It is so difficult. सुख सारिका जानकी जाए. Sukha and Sarika. In the palace, Sita ji, she had raised parrots and mynas. Sukha, parrots, Sarika, mynas. She raised, and Kanaka Pinjarahi Rakhi Padaye, having kept them in gold cages. Kanaka Pinjaran, in golden cages, she also taught them to speak. Parrots also speak, they repeat, isn't it? In some case, parrot even converse. We see in very many of the videos. Again, there is a lot of controversies on that. It cannot speak. It only repeats whatever is being told. But anyway, leaving at that, definitely parrots also have feelings. All animals have feelings. We should not straight away unintelligently, brush them aside. They don't have buddhi. Buddhi, as though we have and we use. As I told on the other day, what is that? Ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithunancha, samanyametat pashubhi naranam. Buddhirhi tesham adhiko visheshaha. Buddhya vihinaha pashubhi samana. So very, very many times, human beings act even worse than animals, honestly speaking. But they all have, Pashu, Pakshi, Prani have got genuine love. Niswartha prema. The parrots and mynas, they had so much of love for Vaidehi. Vyakula kahi kaha Vaidehi. All of them, they started asking, where is Vaidehi? Where is Sita ji? Why am I not able to see her? All the Pakshis asked. Suni dhiraj pariharai na koi. Whose heart will not melt, tell me? Therefore, Tulsi Dasi writes, on hearing the pitiable Pakshis, cry for Sita ji, even a stone will melt. That was a love she shared with all of them also. Bhaye bikal khag mriga ihi bhati manuj dasa kaise kahi jati. Now see, if the birds and even the animals, if they have so much of love for Sita ji and are unable to separate, what to talk of Manuja Dasa? What to talk of the heart of the human beings who understands love to that extent? The human feelings, it is beyond description. Love is something which can never be discussed or described. It is such a beautiful emotion. It is such a beautiful feeling. Very many times we do experience, but our swartha manaha generally takes a different turn, and then again it falls into the category of infatuation. Think. Bandhu sameta janakutab aayi, along with his brother Kushadhwaja, or Kushaketu. I had mentioned this. Tulsi Dasi calls him Kushaketu, but actually his name is Kushadhwaja. Along with him, Janaka Maharaj came to, they were supposed to go, but Janaka Maharaj himself came to the palace. Prema umagilo chana jala chai. Out of excess of love. Now see, whenever there is love coming out, irresistibly, it throws out through the tears. Is it not? How many of us, all of us have experienced, is it not? Janaka Maharaj, when he came there, his eyes rolled down with so much of, tears that rushed down. siya biloki dhirata bhagi. Janaka Maharaj is supposed to be a very strong person, a person with a supreme dispassion. A person with lot of jnana, Brahmajnani. Janaka Maharaj, even his strength, when he saw Sita ji, as though his strength, his knowledge, everything disappeared through the back door, in a manner of saying, and his eyes was full of tears. Ahe kahavat paramabiragi. Earlier also, in the same way, he said, Sahaja viraga rupa manumora. Think. Leena raya uralai janaki. Janaka came and he embraced Sita ji. He embraced Janaki, his first daughter, and he was spellbound. Miti Mahamarajada Jnanaki. All his jnana, everything toppled down the moment he saw his daughter. A very interesting point here we have to think. Generally, mother's love is seen expressively. Every house, all of us have noticed this. Mother's love is always seen expressively. Whereas the father's love, these days a bit of excess over expression caused due to the the media, caused due to all this WhatsApp and Instagram, etc. They see this one and then they want to copy that. It is not that. Maybe genuine, we will give them that respect, we will definitely accept it. But then the expression is more of copying, imitating. But the mother's love is never copying or imitating. It expresses irresistibly, and this we see very often. Father's love only on such occasions of separation. You will see how much of love the father had gulped inside and has stored inside. Every marriage you can see this. The moment the Mangalya Dharana is done, Mangala Sutra is tied, the first person you can see who cries is the father. Think. The daughter is sitting on his lap for Mangalya Dharana, and the father is holding her. Mantra is going on. People are all waiting to create noise, honestly. To throw all the akshata, pushpa, etc. And kind of naughty smile and naughty statements, etc. People are like that. But if you see at that moment, the father becomes quiet. And the father, the first thing which he sees near his eyes is the knot that is being tied. The daughter's face is on the other side. What he sees first is the knot tied by the bridegroom to his daughter, and that moment, the daughtership is transferred as daughter-in-law. And she has to leave. So, the father's love very many times manifests during the daughter's marriage and her departure. It is a very, very emotional, condition. Same with the daughter. Daughter is no less. So naturally, when we say the father and daughter, hugging or embracing or crying, etc., that moment is a very precious moment. It's a very deep moment to both of them. I have seen my own father. When my sisters got married, I have seen them. Therefore, what is that? That Rishi, Kanva Rishi, even he cried irresistibly when Shakuntala got married and she had to go. A Rishi. Think. Therefore, in the nature, the love between father and daughter is very, very deep. Love between mother and son is also equally deep. Love between mother and daughter also is the same. In fact, there is no measure in that. But all said and done, you will feel the love that manifests in a father is during this period. And here we see Janaka's love manifesting. Samujavat sab sachiva sayani. All the wise counselors, Sachiva, they come near Janaka and slowly, probably the one who had a little freedom would hold his arm. And they all advised him, "Hey Maharaj, we have to move on. The Bharat is waiting. We have to move on." And then Dasharatha calmed down. He regained his stability. Kinha bicharana avasara jane. Now, this is not the time to continue this. Therefore, he recovered himself. Barahi bara suta uralai saji sundara palaki magai. Again, he took her probably for the last time, holding her with him. He realized his duty and then he called for most beautiful Sundara Palaki, beautiful palanquins on which they have to go. Prema bibasa parivaru saba jani sulagana naresa. Perceiving that very, very beautiful, auspicious moment, the whole family, which were overwhelmed with lot of emotions, Kuvara chadhai palakina sumire siddha ganesha. All of them helped all the princesses. Princesses, all the four of them, they helped them climbing into the palanquins. And all of them remembered Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha is extremely important. Vigna Vinashaka. Therefore, all of them invoked. The king in particular invoked Ganesha. Vakratunda Mahakaya. Surya Koti Samaprabha. Nirvignam Kurume Deva. Sarvakareshu Sarvada. And along with Siddhi. Siddhi, Ganapati's consort, who is very important, who have to bless for all achievements. So, Ganesha and Siddhi, Sumire, along with that, they now started. Continuing. Bahu bidhi bhupa suta samujhai nari dharamukula riti sikhai दासी दास दिए बहु तेरे सुचि सेवक जे प्रिय सिय केरे सिय चलत व्याकुल पुरबासी हो ही सगुण शुभ मंगल राशि भूसुर सचिव समेत समाजा संग चले पहुँचावन राजा समय बिलो की बाजने बाजे रथ गज बाजी बराती न साजे दशरथ विप्र बोली सब लीन्हे दान मान परिपूरन कीन्हे चरण सरोज धूरि धरि सीसा मुदित महीपति पाई असीसा सुमिरि गजाननु कीन्हि पयाना मंगल मूल सगुन भय नाना सुर प्रसून बरसहि हर्षि करहि अपचरागान चले अवधपति अवधपुर मुदित बजाई निशान सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय बहुविधि भूप सुता समुझाई. Earlier we saw the mothers giving advice to the daughters. Now the father, King Janaka, Bahubidhi Bhupa Suta Samujai, he advised his daughters in Bahuvidhi in many ways and instructed them what? The duties of a wife, the duties of a daughter-in-law, the duties of a woman, Nari Dharma, all that he also advised. Very important, very, very important. Mother and father, in fact, right from childhood, if they give lot of culture to the woman or the girl, then the girl will come out beautifully with lot of culture, lot of virtues and value systems. दासी दास दिए बहु तेरे सुचि सेवक जय प्रियसी अकेरे. He not only sent her just like that, dasi das diye bahutere, lot of men and women he gave her as her sevaks. Suchi sevak jay priyasiya kere, those women who were helping her at Mithila Nagari, all those companions, all those girls, all of them also, he said, now you go with her. Why? Two reasons. One, she requires proper seva, she requires proper, help, and you all are trained under her itself. Therefore, you are well connected. Not that Ayodhya Vasis don't have any women to do seva, or not that they don't know what to do or how to do seva. It is love. It is that Parama Prema. And the companions also will be so very delighted. Why? Now I can go there and also and serve Sita ji. They were also delighted. Siya chalat vyakula purabasi. All the people, the citizens felt very, very, miserable, distressed. Ho hi saguna subha mangala rasi. But again, they, controlled themselves, and then all good omens started while these people, started moving. Bhusara sachiva sameta samaja sanga chale pahuchavan raja. Now what did Janaka Maharaj do? He also collected all the brahmanas and other people, counselors and ministers and all the sevaks, and of course some of the soldiers also. And then he started following along with the retinue. He also followed. Like how when our houses, when some people, some guests, very important guests come, you don't sit there and say, oh, you are going? Okay, bye. We can't say like that, isn't it? You go near the gate, and if they have come in a vehicle, you go almost near the vehicle, and there you said Hari Om, Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram, now we tell. There he might have told Hari Om, he might have told bye, he cannot tell, probably, whatever, in whichever way. Send off and come. So, now in this case, Janaka not only came out, he wanted to go along to certain distance. Sanga chale pahunchavana raja, to escort the raja. Samaya biloki bajane baje. When it was time for departure, Then all the drums and music, all were waiting so long, they have not played the kettle drums and music. Now they came to know that they are going to start immediately. Kettle drums and music and trumpets, all of them started playing. Ratha Gajabaji Barati Nasaje. And the bridegroom's party, that is Ayodhya Vasis, slowly started moving the chariot. They were all ready, waiting for this main chariots to come and the palanquins to come. And the moment they saw them, they started slowly, one by one, moving. They alerted everybody everywhere and started moving. Dasaratha be praboli sabalin he. Dasharatji, he again called all the Brahmanas, etc., etc., all those people. See, Brahmanas survive only on donation. I am not talking of the modern Brahmanas. Modern Brahmanas, Bhagavane, Paramatma. I don't want to comment on that. I am talking of the genuine Brahmanas at that age. They live in alms. They live with their sadhana as the primary way of life. Since sadhana becomes the primary way of life, they don't earn money. And therefore, it is only people and in those days, the king, all that dana what they give, with that they survive. And most of the time, they get enough dana to survive for their lifetime. That much they give. Why? It is with love they give. Think. It is not beggary, it is love. With prema when you give, that is so wonderful. So Dasharatha called all the Brahmanas and ascetics, mendicants, everybody, and then gave them again. They also gave whatever probably he received from Janaka Maharaja. He started giving them to all the Brahmanas, ascetics, mendicants, everybody, and then gave them to, it would bring satisfaction, contentment. To that extent he gave. Charana saroja dhuri dhari sisa mudita mahipati pai asisa. And Janaka Maharaj, he placed his head at the feet of Dasharatha Maharaj, and then, this is so difficult. Even Tulsi Dasi, he is also going, because he is also unable to leave that particular beautiful Bharat, as though. Sumiri Gajananu Kinha Payana Mangala Mula Saguna Bhayenana. Now again, the entire retinue, probably all of them thought of Ganesha, Gajanana, Vignaharana, and then Om Gananantva Ganapatim Havamahi Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashunvannutibhisida Sadhanam. Om Mahaganapataye Namaha. Namo Vrajapataye Namo Ganapataye Namah Pramatapataye Namaste Stulambodaraye Kadantaya Vignanashine Shivasutaya Shri Varadamurtaye Namaha. They must have chanted. All the Vipras are there, learned people are there, mendicants are there, sages are there, rishis are there. All of them must have chanted Mangala Mula Saguna Bhaye, and then brought good omens at the time of leaving. Sura Prasuna Barashahi Barashi Karahi Apacharagana. Sura Prasuna, all the gods were waiting. How long should we wait? We are waiting. So long we have not gotten an occasion to throw flowers. Please come, start. And the moment they said, yes, they are starting again. They started showering lot of flowers and then make lot of, musical, playing lot of musical instruments. Karahi Apacharagana, all the Apsaras, they started singing. Chale Avadhapati Avadhapura. Mudita Bajai Nisana. Then the king Dasharatha, and then he said, now let us leave. Mudita Bajai Nisana again, with all the beautiful musical instruments, chanting of Veda Mantra, the Apsara singing, the retinue, the Bharat. Bharat is a word used for the entire retinue put together. In English it is retinue. In Avadha Bhasha, in Avadhi Bhasha, it is called as Bharat. We will conclude with the 340th chaupai. All right. नृप करि बिनय महाजन फेरे सादर सकल मागने टेरे भूषण बसन बाजी गज दीन्हे प्रेम पोषि ठाडे सब कीन्हे बार बार बिरिदावली भाषी फिरे सकल राम ही उर राखी बहुरी बहुरी को सलपति कहीं जनकु प्रेम बस फिरे न चही पुनि कह भूपति बचन सुहाई फिरैया महिष दूरी बड़ आई राव बहोरी उतरी भय ठाडे प्रेम प्रवाह बिलोचन बाडे. Such a beautiful thing, my God. तब विदेह बोले कर जोरी बचन स्नेह सुधा जनु बोरी करो कवन विधि विदय बनाई महाराज मोहि दीन बड़ाई कोसलपति समधी सजन सनमाने सब भांति मिलनी परस्पर विनयति प्रीति न हृदय समाति सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरु नाथ महाराज की जय. नृप करि बिनय महाजन फेरे. Dasharatha now turned towards all the people who are coming along, escorting. Sadar sakal magare tere. And all the people, he said, please, enough, you have come along, just go back. Get back to your work, get back to your normal life. भूषण बसन बाजी गज दीन्हे प्रेम पोषि ठाडे सब कीन्हे. And then again he gave them lot of ornaments, clothes and everything, cows and everything also he gave. Elephants also he gave. So many elephants had come, so many horses had come, etc. Everything also he started giving to them. Prema poshita de sabakinhe. All of them received all the gifts very reverentially. That will take care of them for lifetime. Right? And then all of them started returning. Bara bara biridavali bashi phire sakal ramahi ura rakhi. All of them glorified King Dasharatha. They chanted praise on King Dasharatha again and again, and wholeheartedly, not because they gave something. It is not barter system that we politicians do. No. With full heart, having them in their heart, they praised genuinely, unconditionally. Phire sakala ramahi ura rakhe. They again returned having Ramchandraji in their heart, not all what they got in the form of gifts. They kept Rama alone in their heart. Bahuri bahuri ko salapati kahi Janaku prema basa phirai na chahi. So many times Dasharatha pleaded, please, you have come a very long way, please go ahead. Please go. Janaku prema basa, he is, soaked in love, he's drowned in love, we may as well say. And then he doesn't want to go back. Punikaha bhupati bachana suhai. Then Dasharatha addressed him in very polite terms. Phirai Mahisa, please return. Duri badi aaye. You have come a very long distance. Again, you have to go back that long. Therefore, please return. Stop coming along with me. Rao bahori utari bai dade. Oh, you Rama. Janatka, just let. No, up to that I will come. And, no, near the tree. Up to the tree. You can see the tree. Up to the tree I will come and I will come back. That tree is 3.5 kilometers, 4 kilometers probably. He went on saying that and kept on coming. Now Dasharatha thought enough is enough. He stopped the chariot and he came down. He got down. Rav Bahori Utari Baye Thade. Prema Pravaha Vilochana Badi. But then when he came down again, now see the love between Janaka Maharaj and Dasharatha Maharaj. Even that is with lot of love. It is not like the Sambandhis of today, where the father of the daughter and father of the, they look at each other with so much of doubts and so much of negative emotions, etc., etc., etc. Will you take care of, and then tell the daughter also, if there is some problem, let me know. I will come with the lawyer. No. It is love, Prema Paramavadhi are both of them. Embodiment of love. And then again, he is unable to resist himself. Not that Dasharatha could resist. Both of them are unable to resist their love. But then at the same time, one of them have to, take that courage. So Dasharatha took that courage. Tab Videha Bole Karajori. Then Videha Maharaja Janaka folded hands. He said, Bachana Sanehu Sudha Janubori. Soaked in that nectar, amrita of love. Karao kavana bidi binaya banai. And he said, oh, hey Dasharatha Maharaja, I submit myself to you. I surrender unto you. Why? Maharaja, Mohidini badai. You have made my status so high. By giving your son to my daughter, by taking my daughter as your daughter-in-law, you have raised my prestige so high. Kosalapati samadhi sajana. Kosalapati Dasharatha, he said, oh Janaka, this is, you can't speak. So again he embraced him. Sanamane sabhabhati. He, made lot of wonderful statements. Milani paraspara binaya ati pritina hridaya samani. And then they both also embraced each other with lot of humility and extreme love towards each other. Remember, unconditional love. Very, very important. And then they both of them were in tears. Why? They could not contain that love. That outpour of love. We will stop here and we'll continue tomorrow. And tomorrow we will see a very beautiful portion. It is called as Janaka Stuti. What it is, we will see tomorrow. Alright. Siyavar Ramachandra ki jai. Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki jai. उमापति महादेव की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय.